Hey guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a beginner friendship bracelet like this. So if you want to learn how to make it, just keep on watching. So the things you're going to need are your thread. So I'm just going to be using these 3 colors of thread, but you can always do more if you want, or you could just do 2. Or I suppose you could do 1 if you really wanted to. Then you're going to need tape and scissors. And so you're going to want to start by measuring out your string. And so what I always do is I measure out my length of string about the distance from my fingertip to my shoulder, because you want to make sure that you have enough string. And if you're in doubt, always go for more, because it's better to have too much string than not enough. I have all 3 of my pieces of string cut, and they're all about the same length. If we can get it to focus. Right there. And so now we're going to tie at the end of the strings. And so if you're making a more advanced bracelet, you usually want to do a loop, but for this one I'm just going to do a simple knot. And so I'm just going to take it over my finger, go around, and then through like that, leaving a little bit of room up at the top for tying it at the end. Take this end here, you can get it to focus, come on, right there, and then I'm gonna tape it onto the wall here so that, I don't know why it doesn't want to focus today, but I'm gonna tape it onto the wall here so that it's easiest to make the bracelet. I have the bracelet taped onto the wall, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my first color, which I'm going to use pink as my first color. Obviously you use whichever color you want to be first in your pattern, and then you're going to take it and make almost like a number 4 and go like that, make like a triangle, I guess, and then you pull it from the side, and then you're going to pull it through, and then just pull it and tighten it all the way up to the top. And then you do that again, and then pull it tight all the way up to the top. So basically what you're doing when you make the knot is you like lay it across like this, so it looks sort of, I guess, like a number 4 or like a triangle. Kind of, it depends on how you want to look at it. Because if it's like that, it looks kind of like a number 4. It looks more like a triangle though, so I guess you make a triangle with it. Then you take the end and you pull it through. And so you want to keep track of how many you do on your first color, because you're most likely going to want to do that same amount on the other colors. So I'm going to go ahead and do 4 with this pink. So now I've done my 4 with the pink. And then I'm going to go to my next color, which is going to be orange. I'm going to take my orange, and I'm just going to do the same thing where I make like that little triangle almost, and then you pull it through just like that and pull it tight all the way up to the top. And then number 2, number 3, and number 4. And so now I'm going to go on to my next color, which is yellow, and I'm just going to keep on doing that. So this process does take a little bit, and it will take even longer if you're doing a more advanced bracelet, but it's fun and kind of relaxing as well. And you can listen to music or watch TV or do whatever while you're doing it, and it's just kind of a nice way to pass the time. So you can do what you want while still making a bracelet. And it's super simple once you get the hang of it, and there's a ton of other varieties of bracelets that you can do. So now I've done 4 with each of these, as you can see. And so now I would go back to my first color because I'm only doing 3 colors. But if you were doing more, you'd go on to your next color and just keep continuing the pattern. And you're just going to keep doing that until your bracelet is as long as you want it to be. Alright, so now after about like 20 minutes, I think, my bracelet is finished. So this is what it looks like. And so I finished it, so I'm just going to tie off the end with a little knot to make it look a little bit nicer, I guess, because it's not going to come undone, since making the bracelet itself is literally knotting the string, but it just kind of makes it look nicer and helps to tie the whole thing together. So I usually make like 2 knots on top of each other to make it just look a little bit nicer and tied together, kind of. That. And so now you've got your knot right there. And then you can go ahead and cut off a little bit of the excess string, like probably that much. Leave a little bit on the end so that it's nice and easy to tie it on your wrist. Then you can go ahead and take it off of the tape, wherever. And now you have your bracelet. It looks like that. And then you can just put it on your wrist and tie it. I'm just gonna double knot it, and sadly it can't come off or like be adjusted, but it is a relatively simple bracelet, so it is okay to cut it off because you can just make another one easily. Whereas with other bracelets that are more complex, you might want to consider doing a slip knot or something of that type so that it'll look better and you'll be able to take it off and put it back on, since those can take a long time. So if you guys enjoyed this tutorial, or you like these types of videos, let me know, and maybe I'll make more of them. I might make a video with like harder bracelets too, because this one is like the simplest one that there is, pretty much, unless you want to just like braid it. But there are some other ones that are pretty cool looking, so if you want me to make a tutorial on any of those, I can. And yeah, so hope this tutorial was easy to follow and you guys liked it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!